Hey there, it's Nick with Sam's Carpet Cleaning. This week, we're gonna do a video on how to remove the dreaded furniture indentations. It's one of those things, you move some furniture, you buy a new home, really heavy furniture has a tendency of leaving really bad indentations in your carpet, and it drives some people crazy. So let's talk about ways to fix it. All right, so let's go through a couple things. Furniture indentations are actually something you can easily fix yourself or improve, make them look a whole lot better. Most of the items that you need, everybody's gonna have laying around their house regardless. So I've had 2 cinder blocks sitting on top of this for at least a week or so, and you can see what happens is it causes a huge indentation in the carpet, just like a piece of furniture would. Looks way worse from the backside. Huge hump where it pressed the backing of the carpet down, and now it's leaving this big ugly dent. So let's get into the steps on how to fix this. Quick disclaimer, anytime you're testing out stain removers or applying some sort of heat to your carpet, you need to do it in an inconspicuous area first. Test it out in your closet, test it out behind a dresser or somewhere. If it were to go south, but it's not gonna affect something you're gonna see on a daily basis. So items you're gonna need are wet rag, an iron, and some sort of a grooming tool. We use something nice and professional, but it's as easy as something like a fork. So let's get the process started. You're going to lay the wet rag over the furniture indentation. Always gonna have at least 2 layers. That's gonna help keep too much heat from absorbing into your carpets. So we're next gonna take the iron. Typically I run it on a cotton setting, which is a little bit on the higher heat side. Find your indentation, set it directly on top of there, press it down, and we're gonna give this about 30 seconds to push heat into the carpet, the backing, and the pad. Furniture indentions, essentially what happens is a really heavy piece of furniture, it distorts the backing, makes that huge hump we just saw on the back. It's also gonna smash down the pad underneath it and press it down to the floor, making it really, really obvious. This is a really easy thing you can do at home. Like I said, 30 seconds, don't go any more than that. 30 is a good number. If it does come back a little bit, a couple days later, you can always reapply. It's something you don't wanna do all the time because putting too much heat into your carpet can damage it over time, but something like this isn't gonna hurt anything. So we're gonna give it about 30 seconds. We're gonna groom it a little bit. We'll pull it off and we'll look at the back of the carpet and show you the difference in before and after of applying the heat. There are a lot of other ways that you can Google on the internet and find. Some people put ice cubes, things like that as they melt. It's going to allow the backing to loosen a little bit and the cold's gonna make it kind of shrink back up. With things like that, more than welcome to try them. You just wanna make sure you're blotting up all the water you can afterwards. So I'd say we're probably about 30 seconds in now. So we're gonna pull our iron off, pull a rag off, and just visually from the top, we can already tell that things have started to lift themselves up. So from here, like I said, we've got a fancy tool. Fork works just as well. I'll do part of it with a fancy tool, and we can do the other part with a fork. So all you're gonna do is just use the tines just to lift the carpet back up. The point of this is to get the carpet fiber standing straight up so that as it dries, the fibers are pointing upwards, and that's gonna help them hold that place. So now that we've done that, carpet's all standing up pretty well. Dent looks a million times better. Let's take a look at the backing. So that's where our huge ring was. It's now laying nice and flat. As that cools down and as it completely dries out, it's gonna harden in that position and it's gonna look a lot better on the back end. So thanks for checking it out. Feel free to try this at home, and remember, it's not magic, it's method. Thanks for coming.